Hi, this is Masenya of Masenya Attorneys Incorporated, a law firm based in Centurion, Republic of South Africa. We boast 24 years of legal practice in the areas of commercial and tax laws. My professional team and I have over the years proved great success in assisting numerous clients with a myriad of commercial and tax matters involving millions of rands. We are skilled, experienced, qualified, and have the capacity to assist you. Email us at clients@cntlaw.co.za or call us 011-318-6592 or 084-383-7747. All consultations are strictly by appointment.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. I'm Uncle Solomon, and it's good to be with you today from sunny Johannesburg, where the temperature is actually around 31 degrees in South Africa. So gets a bit of global warming. It's supposed to be raining and all that kind of stuff, but it's not doing that much. Thank you so much. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple, and check out all the videos that we have created over time. We would love for you to benefit from it. If you're interested in YouTube training and mentorship, I charge a small fee for it, and I train people how to use YouTube effectively, get the subscribers and views to be able to make money from it. I've trained quite a lot of people. Reach out to me using this number so we can make arrangements. Now, a couple of years ago, I think maybe about 9-10 years ago, I actually wrote a book about relationship. It's called Dear Woman, targeting women especially. And I also had a website, to bring in Christians who are single, love to date, would like to date somebody, get married. I did all of that because I noticed that in church, there's a lot of problem with Christian singles dating or in a relationship or getting married. And because a lot of people go to some of these churches that are led by dishonest pastors, charlatans, and false prophets, they get pushed into getting into a relationship. Or the girls who don't know what to look for. Because historically, from their family where they came from, they never really taught to really hammer on character, what to look for, how to identify the right partner, or even the men, what to look for. So they end up making mistakes after mistakes. So I've decided on this channel, once a week, I create what I call Christian Singles. And this is a broadcast that's going to be for anyone looking for a godly relationship and marriage. So you WhatsApp or call me on this number, get in touch with me on this number, +2, sorry, not +234. Let me correct that, just so we don't get it all mixed up. So +27 82 212 9438. Just drop your name and your contact details, and then we would get you on this broadcast, on this channel rather, on a special weekly broadcast we call Christian Singles, where we're going to pick 2 or 3 Christian singles, male or female, anywhere across Africa or even overseas. And I'm going to just ask you questions, what you're looking for, where you are, what has been your experiences, what's your relationship with God. And you would now give everyone your contact, the best way you feel they should get in touch with you, through Instagram, through WhatsApp, or through email. And you would now have to decide, what are we doing? We're broadening your community so you can choose, right? We'll be praying with you, and we would actually pray for you too, that you would make the right choice, right? Most marriages and most relationships today in this generation started online, social media, and dating website. So this is not awkward. So if you are interested to appear here on Christian Singles on Solomon's Temple, so I get to talk to you about who you are, information that you give out to, if you're a female, to men that would love to get in touch with you, or women who would love to get in touch with you as a man, please call or WhatsApp +27 82 212 9438. We're here to connect godly relationships, godly marriages, so you don't get taken advantage of by so-called fake Christian charlatans. You know, some churches, the pastor would decide for you who to get married to. I understand if it has a good intention or not, but sometimes the intentions are not right. So please, Christian singles, once weekly, pick 2-3 couples and we get to talk about it. Reach out to me on +27 82 212 9438. Thank you everyone who is here. Progress says impressive. Thank you. Cleopatra says beautiful. Amen. Brenda says, may God connect me to my boss. Please, guys, this is not, I'm doing this because there's a need. One of the passions that I have, and a lot of people don't know, is I love godly relationships. I love godly marriages. Right? So please, if you're interested, Leitu Sheila, all the way from Namibia, says, Malume Solomon is getting us married. You have to get married, my sister. There's a lot of blessings there for you, but to the right man, to the right man, to the right man, right? So again, lastly, if you are interested in appearing in our Christian singles broadcast once a week, get in touch, +27 82 212 9438. We just need your contact detail, and then we send you a link, give you a date, send you a link, and then you connect and you join us here. I get to talk to you, ask you questions that normally people ask on the first date, right? What's your relationship with God? Which church do you go to? How's your prayer life like? Are you baptized? Have you been in a relationship before? Do you have a husband? Do you have kids, rather? What happened to your last relationship? What do you want God to do for you? What kind of man are you looking for spiritually? What kind of man are you looking for physically? Is the physical more important than the spiritual? All of that, just a casual discussion. So please do get in touch right there. So I want to just briefly talk about the question that a lot of people have been asking since Sunday, when Bishop T.D. Jakes, the pastor of Porter's House, collapsed on stage, had a medical crisis, as they call it, on stage. A lot of people have been saying, is he dying? What is wrong with him? Was it stroke? Was it a heart failure? Was it stress? And one of the things I implore everybody to do is pray for this man. The Bible calls us to pray for people. It says even pray for your enemies. Love your enemies. Pray for those who hate you. Because some people are like, well, he's this, he's that, but still pray for him. Right? If there's one prayer you need to pray for him for, even if you disagree with him on certain things, pray that he will come to the truth that you feel is the truth. Right? So we continue to pray for him. But what happened on a Sunday on stage was just very much has been a conversation for a lot of people lately. And people are asking, is T.D. Jakes dying? Because they're trying to understand what is wrong with him. What happened? As soon as that situation happened at Porter's House, a few hours later, Porter's House as a church actually released a statement immediately. Now, one of the things you actually have to applaud the Americans is they know how to manage crisis, because it was a crisis. Immediately, they released a statement from the Porter's House of Dallas. They said, during today's service, Bishop T.D. Jakes experienced a slight health incident and received immediate medical attention following his powerful hour-long message. Bishop Jakes is stable and under the care of medical professionals. The entire Potter's House family is grateful for the outpouring of love, prayers, and support from the community. Thank you for your understanding and continued prayers. They know how to manage. It's always good to be the first before people begin to speculate or whatever. In Africa, we just keep quiet. We do not know how to manage. We're forgetting that as a church, as a leader of a church, you need to be accountable to people who are in your church or people who are even not in your church but follow you. You are a public figure. So people have been asking, is T.D. Jakes dying? If you look at now the third line of that statement, they said, it's a second line rather, he says, Bishop T.D. Jakes experienced a slight health incident. A slight health incident. Now that's a major problem, especially in the social media information transfer session that we have right now. He experienced a slight health incident. Let me tell you what, guys, if I was the one advising and writing that statement, the final decision maker on that statement, I would give people a little bit of a idea about the medical incident. Was it stress? Maybe he was stressed because he's been traveling and busy and went to Zimbabwe and Africa. Just give people an idea. Maybe he had a condition before that he's been managing. Just give people an idea. Don't tell people, you don't need to tell people everything, because transparency is very, very important within the church. Are we setting a good example of transparency? That's why people have been asking, is T.D. Jakes dying? Now, some of you would say, oh, well, why should people even ask? They should just pray for him and move on. No, other people are not like you, and there's nothing wrong with them thinking that way. They're not wishing him dead, but they're just asking. Because actually, that if you don't give people information, especially as a leader, you will leave people to speculate. And especially as Christian institutional leaders, politicians and musicians should look up to us for examples in managing transparency. Now, in this statement, you never really told people what is wrong with him. This is 3 days now. Maybe he needs a bit of rest. You can just say, look, he's not rested enough. That's why his body was behaving that way. Because at the end of it, you said you are grateful for the outpouring love and prayers. You're asking people to continue to pray for him. Now you want people, I want you to pray for me, and I'm not telling you what to pray for. I'm sick. Please pray for me. Is that enough? I'm sick with headache, severe headache. Please pray for me. That makes sense. So his daughter, Sarah Jakes, came out same day or so with her husband and gave this 1-minute statement. Here we go.
Day for us. Hey family.
Hey.
I know that today's been an interesting day for us.
A tough day.
But we didn't want to lay down without giving you all an update about how everything is going with Bishop. We want to thank you first of all for your prayers, your support, your concern. It's truly been a blessing.
Yeah, we felt those prayers. Obviously today could have been a tragic day, but it wasn't. By the mercy of God, by the grace of God, Bishop is doing well. He's recovering well. He's under medical care. He's strong. We're trying to get him to sit down. He's the strong bishop that we know, but we really can't thank you enough for your prayers, for your intercession, for all your kind words, and keep it up. People are asking, what can we do? Keep praying. keep encouraging. It means a lot to our family.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that he's already beginning to improve. And I think it's just a reminder, even going into this holiday season week, to love on the people who you hold near and dear, and just take the time to be grateful for all the people God's given you.
Thank you. We love you.
So that's the video, right? Some people actually said that, you know, in my last video about him, I said that he collapsed. Guys, you have to understand what collapse is. Collapse means you fell down, you cannot walk. T.D. Jakes was not able to walk off the stage. He had to be carried off stage. So understand English, simple English. It's not our language, but we're trying to make sure we do that, because somebody, he was telling me that I said he slumped. I never said he slumped. So that's not my words. I said he collapsed. Collapse means you are not able to move. You have to be carried. Right? That's what it meant. So this is Sarah Jakes with her husband. Listen to this statement very well. Obviously, they're appreciating everybody for the prayer and everything. He said something that if you look closer, extremely
Hey,
closer,
family.
Hey,
I know that today's been an interesting day for us,
a tough day.
but we didn't want to lay down without giving you all an update about how everything is going with Bishop. We want to thank you, first of all, for your prayers, your support, your concern. It's truly been a blessing.
Yeah, we felt those prayers. Obviously, today could have been a tragic day.
All right. Listen to what he said. Today could have been a tragic day. You could, from that statement, you could basically ask yourself, maybe he knows much more about Bishop's health before today, that day. I was expecting that maybe they would just, it's very simple to just say, Bishop was stressed, he needs some rest. And we know these guys, they go around a lot. They deal with the whole day. They deal with a whole lot of stuff. What I'm trying to say here is people are asking the question, is T.D. Jakes dying? Does he have a condition? Right? And I'm saying transparency is very important for us to deal with such questions. And you cannot say people shouldn't ask such questions. You cannot say that just because you're not asking the same question. You cannot say that. Do you know how many of your bishops and papas and daddies and geos, you go to church, they'll pray for you. Some of them would even ask you, what is wrong with you? You have cancer. They will write cancer on a piece of paper and they will hold the cancer like this and they will have their camera on you. People like them, T.B. Joshua, them Alf Lukau, and all that. You write it on the placard and hold it, showing everybody. But T.B. Joshua never held any, and he never told anybody what was wrong with him. And he was sick. T.B. Joshua was sick. T.B. Joshua didn't just slum and die. He was extremely sick. He used to go to Turkey. He had cancer. Just tell people the truth. This is who I am. This is where, there's a guy that I respect very much called John Piper, pastor. He's been a pastor for, I think, over 30 years now. And he came and actually said that he came to the pulpit one morning and just told the congregation that he's stepping away as a pastor because he feels like he carries pride in his heart. People are like, what are you saying, pastor? He feels he's prideful. It wasn't like there's a case of him being prideful to anyone that has become an issue or scandal. No. He felt he needed to take time to go deal with that. Guys, that is the best example of the church being extremely transparent, of a Christian leader being extremely transparent. The world, leadership in the world is lacking that. There's no place where they can get such examples. They need to get that from the church. It's simple. Anyway, just wanted to bring you that information that people are, is T.D. Jakes dying? What is wrong with him? People are saying, he reminds them of Eddie Long. You remember Eddie Long? Nobody ever knew he was sick. Boom, boom, boom. This physical fit guy became totally something else. I have met Bishop T.D. Jakes. I agree with him in a lot of ways. Matter of fact, this is myself and T.D. Jakes about over 10 years ago when I was running a Christian magazine. The magazine there is in front of him, Parable magazine. I had an interview with him. This is at the Hilton Hotel in Johannesburg, South Africa. And a one-on-one interview with him. So we continue to pray for him. But we need to understand that our transparency in the midst of a crisis is important also. All right, guys. Thank you so much for today. Don't forget, we have a new segment, a new broadcast that we do now from every week called Christian Singles, where we're looking for Christians who are single, who would love to appear on my channel. For me, men, women, I get to talk to you about your life, about your relationship with God, and you're looking for a man that you could have a really godly relationship, hopefully marriage. You're looking for a woman, the same thing. Reach out to me on the number on the screen, +27 82 212 9438. And we would invite you here in a very calm, gentle, just talking, all up to you, just so you can give more information about yourself. And we see who are going to be able to make a great relationship out of it. We'd love to see great relationships coming out of it. We'd love to see marriages coming out of this, from this Christian Singles comment here, section here on Solomon's Temple. So thank you and God bless.